Hey guys, King of Charmanders here, and today I bring to you a huge update. Monster Tracker, materials for Zenny, group hunt rewards, and more. So Niantic just announced a bunch of new updates to the game. This batch is a variety of updates that a lot of hunters have been asking for. No, seriously, some of these you've been yelling for a while, and they're finally coming, which is super exciting. And what's even more exciting is this update will go live starting Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. So, if that date is accurate, it's going to happen really quickly. So look forward to these amazing updates coming very soon. Alright, the first update we're going to cover is the Monster Tracker. Specify the monster you want to hunt along with its difficulty is what this new update brings. For example, you can specify you want to hunt a Tobi-Kadachi at 8 stars. Now here's the interesting thing. You must defeat a certain number of large monsters for the chance to encounter your selected monsters. And an important note, some monsters cannot be tracked. So it feels a lot like a quest reward. Okay, here you go. Here's the monster you want. Now I have to slay a certain number of monsters, and your reward is that you get a chance to slay what monster you specify. Which is a really cool mechanic. It's actually really unique. For those of you that played Pogo back in the day, you remember we had the tracking mechanic, right? Where you got to walk around. Well, this is something entirely new. Yeah, you have to walk around, but at the same time, you have a chance to encounter a monster that you exactly want. As for the next update, we have Zenny for materials. You will now receive Zenny when you get rid of extra materials. Finally! And what's even better is you could do this directly from the item box. This is one of the most anticipated updates hunters have been waiting for. Me, along with many of you, have been asking, hey, please give us something for trashing a bunch of materials, because you know what? Our item storage, it needs to get bigger, and I'm pretty sure a ton of you have scrapped hundreds, if not thousands of materials that you didn't need, or the only reason you got rid of them was because you didn't have enough storage in your item box. Now we can get Zenny for them. I think there'll be a system to where, like, the higher material, like rarity material you give up, the more Zenny you will get. But regardless, at least we're finally getting this mechanic, and this update's coming to the game very soon. And now for one of the best updates. Well, it was already one of the best and most goated updates, but it's going to be improved. We have improved hat matchmaking. This update is an improvement of the iconic April 18th Hunt-a-thon global matchmaking update. For those of you, including me, absolutely loved this update, and it's being improved, as this update will allow you to link with Hunt-a-thon points that are even farther away. This will shorten the amount of time for you to find a Hunt-a-thon group. If you've played the update pretty consistently, there are some instances where it'll take a while for you to find a group, so hopefully this consistently shortens lobby waiting times. So again, hopefully this shortens the time it takes for us to wait, and we're consistently matched with hunters much faster. That way you can take out the hat you're on right now and then go ahead and find the next one so that you can do more group hunts for those materials you're looking for. And if you thought that was exciting, well, guess what? There's more. We have group hunt rewards. This update adds an additional reward slot for group hunts. This will be called group hunt rewards, and you will receive them for completing any group hunt. So again, it's a +1 for completing any group hunt. This slot can also be doubled with a special carving knife along with the rest of your rewards. The thing is, I'm assuming using gems works for this as well, as you see the carving knife animation whenever you spend gems to double up on drops. So if you haven't doubled up, or if you don't have gems to double up, you'll see the carving knife animation where it slices across and it will double up. So I'm assuming you're going to be able to do this as well, even if you don't use special carving knives. Otherwise, this update would kind of suck, but I think like I mentioned, it will work for gems to make things less complicated. Next up, we have adjustments for breaking monster parts in group hunts. So this will buff your ability to break monster parts, as this update will reduce a monster's endurance to part breaks during group hunts. The percentage increase in endurance of monsters during group hunts will now be reduced. At least that's what it says right here. So you should be able to break parts in hunts faster and break parts that are really hard to break. This update probably has something to do with 9-star Zenogre because of its tail being really hard to break. I personally have only broken Zenogre's tail, 9-star tail, once. And I think the rest of them did a lot more because I had 3 hunters that could sever or do sever damage, and my Dragon Piercer went off at the perfect angle. So it takes a whole lot. And mind you, that 9-star was almost dead. So again, This update probably has something to do with 9 stars and ogre, and people complaining like, wow, this thing's tail is really hard to break. Please give us rarity 6 and ogre plate as a result of us working really hard to break this thing's tail, please. And now for the final update. It pertains to our guild cards, as this last update will feature additional features for guild cards. You will now be able to add backgrounds and poses to your guild card, and more backgrounds and poses will be added in the future. Now, honestly, I didn't see this update as much. In fact, I didn't really see anything about improving guild cards, and this is really random. But at the same time, poses are a thing in the main series games, so it makes sense. Plus, some of you might want to decorate your guild cards. I know mine has my gold black Diablo smell on it to show off. But at the same time, again, poses are in the main series, so again, pretty cool. We're going to be able to get that so we can personalize our very own guild card. Because hopefully, you know, there might be guilds in the future or something like that to make it really awesome. And last but not least, we have a word from the developers. It's basically summed up saying they are listening to feedback and wanted to make group hunts more enjoyable, as joining up with other hunters is part of the fun of Monster Hunter. In that case, remote hunting soon, please. This fixed the issue with hats, and probably will fix the massive issue with Elder Dragons in the future, because they'll probably do a similar matchmaking system like this. However, if you don't have a matchmaking system, then we need remote hunts. Because, you know, there's something called SOS flares, you know, that allow you to call for help. Well, I know you're probably going to do a free and paid version of buying SOS flares, so just give it to us soon, please. Well, it doesn't have to be soon, but you know what? Niantic has done a lot of work. Well, Niantic / Capcom. I think it's mostly Capcom's Niantic team, because, you know, the other game is in total ruins right now. But in a span of literally in 5 days, we've had some of the best updates, if not the best updates that are coming to this game. It's literally game-changing. Literally. So, again, remote hunting soon, please. And with that being said, please do me a huge favor. Like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully y'all are excited for these upcoming updates that are coming really soon. Like I am. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see y'all on the next video.